Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about creating an app with AI. Creating an app with AI today becomes much faster than in the past. In the past, if you want to create an app, you go and hire software engineer and explain to him exactly what you're looking for. So in the past, there are two entities. One entity, which is you have the knowledge, you have the scope, you know what's the input, and you know what's the output, and you know what's the features. You take all of this knowledge and you pass it to the software engineer who knows how to create the app, and that's how the app gets created, by two different steps. But today, you don't need the software engineer to create your own app. But you have to have a knowledge in order for you to create an app based on this knowledge. Just an example, in the past, if I want to create an app regarding drawing and a city submill, I know what is the drawing. I know that the drawing it go through process from schematic design to 30% to 60%, 90%, and then city submill or permit set. Then you submit it to the city for plan check. So then the city will go through the plan check process with the comments until the drawing get approved, and then you receive the permit approved set. I know this process. Once you have the permit set, you put it in the site and the building start getting constructed. During the construction, you have to deal with RFI submill and also the submill during the drawing process, creating the drawing. So you have to deal with the general contractor during the construction and also prior to the construction, so you can answer all the contractor requests or questions. So I know all of this information. In order for me to explain all of this information to a software engineer, and that's in the past, it's very complicated. But today, I can use my own knowledge and I built my own app, modified by myself, until my app reached to the point that I'm very happy with it. If I need to modify it, if I need to edit it, if I need to change something, if the code is changed and I need to update the app, I can just do that myself. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about this 5 process, how to create an app. And also at the end, I'm going to create my own app based on home affordability. So let's just see this part of the video. There are 5 different steps to create a successful app. Step number 1 is the goal. What is your goal? Are you creating a planet check submill app? Or are you creating a cooking app or a birthday app or a game app? And also you have to define the scope of the app. What do you want the app to do for you? When it comes to like birthday app, do you want the app to create a birthday card? Or you are creating like a planet check submill app that you want the customer to put all the information so you can provide them with the planet check requirement? So you have to know exactly the goal of the app. Once you know the goal of the app, then you go into step number 2, which is the input. The input, you have to ask your customer to put a lot of information into this input. So in order for the output becomes a good output or a good response. So the input, you can put the name, you can put like hobby, you can put the what's the city, what's the state, like a lot of information. You have to add them into the input, and by this way, step number 2 will define the inputs. Then you go to step number 3, which is the output. How to define the output? Do you want the output to be in an email? Do you want it to be in a Word file, in Excel files? Do you want the output to be a lot of information or like little information with attachments? You have to exactly tell the app what is the output. Then you go into the layout. You have to define the layout. Do you want like on the left screen to be the input and the right screen to be the output? Do you want the output to specify the person name and thank you? And so you have to tell the app all of this information. Step number 5, features. You add features, like you add color, you add presentation. So anything you want the app to have, that's what you call the feature. So based on these 5 steps, I'm creating an app for home affordability. I put the goal, input, output, layout, and features based on my knowledge. And let me show you what is the app looks like. A lot simpler and a lot easier than going into the software engineer to create it for me. Because I have the knowledge. All what I did, I just put my goal, the input, the output, the layout, the features, and let me show you how the app looks like. So based on what I told you, this is the app I created based on the scope or the goal. I told the app exactly what I want. I want a home affordability app. I put all the information, what I'm looking for. I told the app the input, I want this information, and the output, I want this information. When it comes to the feature, I told the app that this is the feature. I want the how to use the app. This is one of the feature. The other one is disclaimer. And the other one, the debt to income ratio. I want to explain to the people what is the debt to income ratio. So let's put some information on this app. So let's say this is John. House income, let's say $120,000 per year. Monthly debt, 500. Down payment, let's say John is going to put 20,000. And city, let's say is going to be Irvine. And state, California. Email address, this is an option. You can actually put it. Once you add it, then the app will send you an email. Mortgage loan type, I put 2 options. I put 30 years fixed or 15 years fixed. So I'm going to choose a 30 years fixed. And then here I added this button, generate result. So right away, the output said, thank you for your input, John, because the name here was John. You can afford to buy a house up to $513,000 about. And here is like 30 years fix. And this is the rate as of today. And I put today's date because you guys know that the rate, it changed from day to day. And I put the locations. So if John, let's say John is making like 100,000 and his debt, monthly debt, $1,000 and generate. So look, right away, the output, it changed. So as you see from this example, home affordability example, that creating an app becomes much faster than going through a software engineer, explain to him or to her what you want, and then the software engineer will go through the process, give it to you. The software engineer doesn't know what's the difference between 15 years and 30 years fixed. The software engineer doesn't know what's the debt to income ratio, doesn't know any of this stuff. But because I know all of this stuff, so that's how fast the app gets created. I hope this video is useful. If the video is useful, please share it, subscribe, and don't forget the like, and talk to you in the next video. And thank you so much for watching.